Hey everybody, it's Ian the Kilter Crafter. I hope you're having a great day today. Today I'm going to be putting together this card, again using one of my favorite stamp sets, so let's go ahead and get started with it. I'm using the Out of This World stamp set. I'm also going to be using this other stamp set, which is called Seeing Stars. It's from Simon Says Stamp. And of course the first thing that we need to do is, well, stamp them out. So I'm going to use some Memento Tuxedo Black ink, since I'm going to be using my Copic markers, and this ink is a Copic friendly ink, and stamp it out on some Neenah Solar White 110 pound cardstock. I'm going to put the colored lid numbers up in the corner of this part right here, so that way you can see what colors I used. And I'm just going to do some very simple coloring, nothing too crazy, and of course these are the same colors that I have been using because these are all the colors that I have right now, unfortunately. So you should see some repeating colors because that's all I have. Next, I'm going to take some 65 pound black cardstock and I'm going to apply it to the front, inside the front panel, and inside the front part of the card where you normally write the greeting, if that makes any sense at all. Basically, I want to black out as much of this card as possible. I could have used black cardstock, but I don't have any that's heavyweight. I used a Copic marker to color in the line so that way it disappears on the inside of the card, and then I used my Cuttlebug to cut a circle out of the front panel. But this is where I kind of messed up at, because I'm trying to go through literally 3 thicknesses of cardstock, one being 110 pound cardstock, and it just did not work out quite right. Thankfully, I was able to get it through without breaking my machine. I was really worried about that. So now I'm taking some heat embossing powder from Ranger. It's the fine white embossing powder, and I've stamped my greeting on the front. I'm adding a Versamark pin dots to basically put a ... after the front portion of my sentiment. I used Versamark to stamp that cinnamon. I used Versamark to stamp that sentiment. I'm also going to apply, using that Seeing Stars stamp set, using the Versamark, some other stars and constellations, like that heart, and I'm going to use some silver embossing powder from Ranger. This panel picked up a lot of extra embossing powder, so I had to clean it away with a paintbrush. I'm now going to glue my little cutouts, my die cuts, into the card, both on the front. Well, it's not the front, it's inside the front, but as you can see here, they fit nicely inside the card with that little open window on the front of the card, and yeah, that's what we got. Thank you guys so much for joining me today, and remember guys, keep it off kilter. Bye!